Python. Okay, if you know Python in the industry, okay, what kind of opportunities you can get it in general? You are like a front end engineer or back end engineer. Hmm. You are like a front end engineer or back end engineer. I know Python. Hmm. If you know Python, you are applicable for front end or back end. Hmm.
Backend.
Back end, right? Okay, yesterday we discussed front end technologies are what? Front end or client side technologies? Client side or front end? Client side technologies are what? Tell me some client side
HTML, CSS,
HTML,
JavaScript.
CSS,
CSS
JavaScript.
and JS on top of the library like React and Angular or Vue. These are the most popular libraries and frameworks. Okay, backend. Okay, backend technologies or server side technologies. Backend or server side technologies. Tell me some backend or server side technologies. Java, .NET,
.NET, Python, PHP.
Salesforce, Node.js. These all are come under backend technologies or not? Yes or no? If you know Python, okay, you are come under backend developer. Okay, using Python, we can develop like a server-side application. Simply, you can say. Now, tell me, what kind of applications you joined in one company? Okay, you may work on any one of these application or not. Most of the times, either the application is like a standalone application, or it is like a web application, or it is like a distributed application, or it is like a enterprise application. Okay, if you joined in one company, you may work on one of these application, either standalone, or web application, or distributed, or enterprise. Yesterday we discussed. Can anyone tell me one line answers? What kind of applications you can say like a standalone applications? Just one line answer. Tell me. What kind of applications you can say standalone applications? One.
Software applications.
All software applications, right? All softwares. Okay, that means, for example, I want to play one video in my machine, so I'm going to install VLC media player. If another person want to play the same video, whatever it is, then that time in his machine also he has to install that VLC media player or not. So if you want to work with that application you have to install in that particular machine, because there is no other option for us. That is individual to that particular machine or not. That kind of applications we can say like what? Standalone applications or not. Yes or no? Next, web application, one line answer. What kind of applications we can say like a web application? What kind of applications we can say like a web applications?
Applications which run in the browser.
Applications which are run inside the browser. Okay.
Browser.
Correct. Next, any other? Okay, now I'm going to open my browser. Okay, just I read google.com. Can I say my Google is like a web application? Can I
Yes,
say
sir.
my Google is like a web application? Okay, I'm going to type like ndtv.com, which is running inside the browser. Can I say my ndtv.com is like one of the web application? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, whenever you open this ndtv.com, terminology wise, what is this ndtv.com? Terminology wise, what we can say? It's like a domain name. Whenever
Domain
you
name.
open the domain, you can see this content, right? This content, how we can develop using this content, using which technologies we are going to develop? Front end or back end? The content which is loaded inside the browser, that content
Front
we
end.
can develop by using front end, right? By using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, we can develop or not? Yes or no? The content which is loaded inside the browser, that content we are going to develop by using front end technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, I have one software is there. Okay, that software, what I can say, it's like a which kind of application? Standalone application or not? Okay, now here see. Simple definition I'm going to tell you. Web application, most of the times it's like a client and server communication application. My client is always like what? Browser or not? Yesterday's discussion. My client is always like what? Browser. That kind of applications, what we can say, web applications or not. That kind of applications we can say like a web application. What is distributed application? Up to here yesterday we discussed it, right? What is distributed application?
Having more than one client.
Right. An application having more than one client. That kind of applications we can say like a distributed. Best example, tell me. Axis Bank, right?
Bank. Yeah.
Any banking application you can say, okay, it's like a distributed. Why? Because I can contact this application using a browser, using a mobile app, using a swiping machine, using ATM, using IVR. There has multiple clients or communicate with this Axis Bank application to get some information, account information and everything or not. So the application which having more than one client, that kind of applications we can say like a distributed application. The application having only one client, that too that is browser only, that kind of applications what we can say web applications or not. Yes, no? Okay, what is enterprise application? Tell me. What is enterprise applications? Hmm? What
It's
is
the common
enterprise?
both web and distributed applications.
You're right. Both web and it's a combination of web and distributed or not. Both web and distributed. This kind of applications we can say like a enterprise applications or not. Okay, the best example is like any e-commerce website you can take it. The entire flow come under enterprise application only. Okay, best example we can take it. For example, I want to purchase one product. The end-to-end total complete flow tell me. First, I want to purchase one product in Amazon.in. Okay, Amazon website. So first, what you are going to do? In general, don't think more. Okay, day to day we are going to do the same thing, right? That one only you can tell. Just follow me. Okay, first, come on. You have to open the browser, right? You have to open the browser. Here, what is the address? Amazon.in. Amazon.in. Okay, this one, terminology wise, what is this? Terminology is what is
Domain
this?
name.
It's a domain
Domain.
or not? It's a domain. Okay, now you choose a product. Okay, you log in, think you already log in. Okay, I want to purchase a product means first of all, you have to select a product or not. Select a product. Perfect. Okay, now tell me. Once you selected a product, I have a button. Okay, tell me what is the button name? Once you select a product, you can see two buttons. One is like what? Add to cart. Another one is like what? Another one
Buy.
is like what? Buy now, right? Buy now or not. There has two buttons you can see. Now I click on the buy now button. If I click on the buy now button, what happened internally? The entire flow I want. Come on. General thing. If I click on the buy now, what happened internally? Hmm?
For the product details and money, cost, price, taxes.
Yeah, the thing is, if you observe, this one is redirected to some other phase for payment or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so here there has, once you click on the buy now button, okay, your site redirected to one more website. Okay, one more, okay, link you can say, one more domain, whatever it is navigate to some other web page or not. This one you can say like a payment broker. What's that? Payment broker. Okay, there has multiple people who can talk with you at the same time, who can talk with bank people to make the transactions and everything, so that we can say like a, this guy is like a payment broker. So tell me some payment brokers in the industry. Okay, that means in the software industry, what kind of, okay, applications acting like a payment brokers? Anyone knows? Hmm? If you use Amazon itself having their own payment broker, Amazon Pay. Did you observe that one? Amazon Pay.
Yes, sir.
The next one is like, okay, some third party, PayPal. Did you see anywhere? The next one is like nowadays Roger Pay. Roger Pay. These all are like what? Payment brokers. Okay. Now, whenever you click on the buy now button, it is redirected to where? Come on, step by step. Payment broker. It is redirected to payment broker. Now, yes, it is redirected to payment broker. Okay. You use it like a Amazon website that the reason Amazon Pay is there. For example, you used another website. Okay. So that guy used like what? Roger Pay. You used one more website. That guy also used like a Roger Pay. Can anyone tell me Roger Pay used by only one person?
No,
PayPal is used by only one application. Is my Amazon Pay used by one application? Multiple people are going to connect. Tell me.
multiple people are going
Multiple
to.
people
Multiple
are
people
going to
going.
connect or not. So if it is an application, okay, multiple people are going to connect with this application. That means, okay, multiple clients you can say connect with this application. The application which having multiple clients, that application what we can say. That application what we can say terminology wise,
Enterprise application.
distributed application or not. Okay, my application which is having multiple clients, just I'm asking, okay, application, if payment broker is there has multiple clients are there. Okay, payment broker Roger Pay has multiple people talk with the Roger Pay. So Roger Pay has multiple clients. So my Roger Pay is like a kind of what distributed application or not? Yes or no? Entire flow we can say it is like a entire flow. Once my flow is completed, then we can understand like it's a kind of enterprise application. At this moment, my Roger Pay payment broker, okay, so many people communicate with this guy. Not only one application, multiple people are communicating with the Roger Pay. So one application have multiple clients. We can say like a distributed. Up to here, okay. So payment broker is which kind of application? Payment broker is which kind of application? Distributed application or not? Yes or no? Okay, then what is the next step? Can anyone? Come on. What is the next step? In the payment broker, they ask you the card details and everything or not? Yes or no? Okay, I entered, okay, my card details is like 123 or something. Whenever I entered my card details, okay, it's like card number and validity, okay, at the same time, okay, the 3 digits pin also if you add. Now the next step is what? Based on the card provider. Who provide this card? Some cards are like Visa, some cards like MasterCard, some cards like UP. Like this different providers are there or not? Yes or no? So I use it like the card is like Visa card. Okay, Visa. My card number is like 123, my expiry date and all this stuff I added. Now tell me, this card who provided? Visa people provided or not? So my payment broker talk with the payment gateway. So here the next application is like what? Payment gateway. This is payment gateway. Payment gateway. Okay, here multiple payment gateways. Okay, that means, okay, Mastercards are there, Visa cards are there, Mastro is there, like this. Okay, RuPay is there, like this. Different providers, okay, are there or not? Yes or no? Come on,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me. Okay, yes. Now tell me, whenever I entered, okay, payment broker is like Roger Pay. I entered Visa, so that this guy talk with whom? This guy talk with whom? Visa or not? Now tell me, my Visa card is only work with PayPal. Is my Visa card is only work with Roger Pay or only work with Amazon Pay? No, right? I can enter my card details with any payment broker or not? Possibility there or not there? Tell me. Come on.
Possible.
Possibility there or not there? So my Visa payment gateway, my Amazon payment broker can communicate. The next one is like PayPal also can communicate. Next one is like Roger Pay also communicate or not. Now tell me, my Visa payment gateway application has how many clients? How many people are talking with my Visa application? Visa payment gateway application, how many people are talking? Tell me. That has multiple people, right? Okay, Amazon Pay broker, PayPal broker, Roger Pay, these all people talk with Visa or not? Yes or no? Why? Because I purchase a product in the Amazon, so that Amazon Pay, I entered my card details. I purchase a product in another e-commerce website, they use it like PayPal broker. Then the time in my PayPal, okay, I entered my Visa card details. That guy is going to communicate with my Visa application or not? So tell me, my payment gateway application has again multiple clients or not? So my payment gateway is like which kind of application? Again, tell me.
Distributed
It's a
application.
distributed
Distributed
application or not? It's a distributed application. So payment broker also distributed and payment gateway also distributed. Now the next step is what? What is my next step? Come on. What is my next step? Tell me. The next step. Now tell me, Visa card. Okay, payment gateway is like Visa. This card is provided by only Axis Bank people, only SBI Bank, only ICICI, any bank. Okay, my Visa gateway can communicate with any bank or not? They can provide the card for any bank or not? Yes or no? Tell me. Is my Visa cards
Yes, sir.
only for Axis Bank? No, right? My Visa card for any bank or not? So you entered 123, that is the Visa card. Now it is comes to here. Now the Visa people provided the card for any bank or not, so that my Visa people communicate with whom? In this case, my bank. Now tell me, this is my bank application. Already you know, bank applications are like which kind of applications? Tell me. Bank applications are which kind of applications? Come on, yesterday's
Server.
discussion. Distributed application or
Distributed.
not? Now, in this case, my Visa people, in this case, who? My Visa people communicate with the Axis Bank. Hey, Axis Bank, okay, we provided, okay, the Visa card to one person. These are the details, the card details and everything. So that can you check in your database, this is like valid data or not? How much balance is there? He purchased like one of the product is like 10k rupees. Then that time my Axis Bank communicate with whom? Communicate with my Axis Bank database, and he is going to fetch all the data based on your card number. And if it is okay, sufficient funds are there, they said like what? Yes, the payment completed successfully. The order like placed or not? Yes or no? One.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is one distributed application. This is one distributed application, and this is also one distributed application or not? All are like distributed applications only or not? Now, what I said, what is enterprise application? It is a combination of what? Both web and distributed, right?
Distribution.
Now come to this part now. Amazon.in, where you opened?
Browser.
In the browser,
Browser.
right? Browser. Now, for example, if you want to get my previous orders, how we can get it? In the previous, you ordered like some 5 items. I want to see my previous orders. How we can get it? Where your data is stored? Come on. Where your data, your Amazon user ID, password, or your orders, so your cart details, your address, everything, where it is going to store? Come on, user information, where it is going to store? In my
Database.
Amazon database or not? Yes or no? In my Amazon DB or not? Amazon database. Now tell me, is my browser can communicate with the database? Is my browser can communicate with the database? Tell me, yesterday's discussion.
Yes, sir.
No.
No, right? My
No.
browser is like a client. My client contains some content developed by using client-side technologies. My client-side technologies directly not able to communicate with the database. So that in between some other person help is required or not? Who is that guy? Who is
Our
that guy?
application.
Backend
Server
application or not? Server application. My server application is going to communicate with whom? Communicate with you the database
database.
or not. Now tell me this particular section, if you see this particular section up to here only, if you see what is this application, it's a
Web
browser
application.
server and a database is there. It's a client and server communication application. My client is like what? Browser, that kind of application, what we can say, web application or not. Now this guy is going to communicate with what? Distributed applications or not. Now you can say the entire flow, it's a combination of what? Web application as well as distributed application. So it is a combination of web and distributed. Finally you can call like what? This application you can say like a enterprise application or not. Yes or no? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Understood everyone?
Got it, sir.
Okay. Okay then. So by using Python, okay, these kind of applications we can develop. Okay, once you joined in a company as a Python developer, okay, you are like a backend engineer. Okay, there has multiple web frameworks are there. One is like Django, Flask, Fast API. These all things we discussed. Okay, by using those, we can create a server-side application, okay, which can communicate with the database, which can perform operations on the database. Understood? Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. Let's go with the next level. Now, tell something about the Python language in general. Okay, how? Okay, what kind of syntax? How it looks like? Okay, first program, hello world program, how we can write it? All this stuff, step by step, we can come. Okay, there has two types of programming languages are there. Do you know that? There has two types of programming languages are there in general. Don't think more. One is like high level language, another one is like what? Low level. That's it. Okay, which language we can say like a high level, which one we can say like a low level? Do you know? In general, there has two types of programming languages. Okay, high level, low level. Which one we can say like a high level, which one we can say like a low level? The language, okay, can understand by the mission only. Okay, for example bits, zeros and ones. The language which can understand by the mission only, that kind of language, what we can say, low level language. Okay, it's a mission readable language. That's it. It's a mission readable language. Okay, now what is high level? If it is a mission readable language, this high level language is what? Mission and you only there. It is like a human readable language or not? So tell me, my Python, okay, is like commander mission readable or human readable? Come on, you are learning Python means if you are able to understand, then only, right? We can learn. Yes or no? So my Python come under high level or low level? It is like a high level programming language. My Python is like a high level programming language. So first, if you want to work with Python, if you want to work with Python, okay, you have to write some code, right? If you want to write some environment, okay, somewhere, some space, some editors are required or not? Yes or no? So first thing is like, if you want to work with Python, first step is like, you have to do some setup in your local machine if you want to work with Python. So first thing is like, check in your machine, Python software is installed or not installed. How we can check? Okay, this is the new mission today only I purchased. Okay, Python is like installed or not? How we can check? How we can check the Python software installed or not? Come on. Okay, very simple thing. It's 2 steps. Open the command prompt in your mission. Open the command prompt in your mission. Okay. Now just type one command called as py or okay py or python. Python. Either this command or this command, you can okay enter and click on enter button. Okay, you can type and click on enter button. Whenever you see, there has 2 types of messages you can see. Okay, what kind of messages you know? You can open the command prompt first. You can open the command prompt. How to check Python is installed or not? Installed or not? Okay, very simple. Open command prompt. Just you can open the command prompt. Type py and click on enter. Okay, if you get if you not get this error, okay, what is that error? What is the message you can get it? You know, if you not install py is not found as an external or internal command. py is not found as an external or internal command. If you see this message, what you can think? What do you think? Python is there or not there? Python is there or not there? Come on,
Not
if
there.
you see this message, Python is not there. Okay, this kind of message you can see. For example, if I write like this, see this fd is not recognized as an internal or external command. Understood or not? Okay, now either you can type py or either you can type Python. Other than this, any other message, if you get it, then the time you can think like Python is there. Okay, other message means it looks like this. You can see the Python version and it is gives me the edit mode to write some Python program. Okay, now if the Python is not there in your mission, what you have to do? That is the question. If it is there, no issue. If you not there, if not there, what you have to do? Very simple. Install the Python software. That's it. Install Python software. So from where I can get it? Okay, go to Python software. Download Python software. Download Python software. Directly you can go to internet. Just you can, their official website is there, python.org. Just click on it. Okay, now see, download Python. The version is like 3.12.6. Just you can download and install it. That's it. Once you install, automatically there has py command is available to you. There has py command is available to you. That is the first step you have to do it. Understood, everyone? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay then. In my mission, Python is there, right? Okay, so can I do py? Yes. What is the version I installed? See this 3.12.5. The latest one more patch release 3.12.6 also there. Just you can install. It's not a matter. Okay, done. Okay then. Now you checked Python is there. I want to write a one simple program. Okay, I want to find the sum of 2 numbers. See how much easy it is. See, if you want to find the sum of 10, 20, first one number is required. N1 value 10, N2 value 20. Okay, sum is like what? N1 plus N2. Now finally my sum is what? 30. Done my program. Yes or no? Now tell me, my command prompt is acting like an editor to write and execute your Python program or not? Can I say this is like one kind of environment? Come on. Can I say this is like one kind of environment? If you want to write one simple hello world program, okay, print, what is this print? All this stuff as part of our course we are going to learn. But our goal is like, are you able to execute one simple Python statement or not in this environment? That is our current goal. Now, if I click on enter, see hello world, entered or not, executed or not? Yes, no. So once you install Python in your mission, open command prompt and type Python, okay, or py. Okay, not only py, you can use Python command also. See this Python also. Now here also you can write something or not. Print, okay, print it is done. Yes or no? This one is like acting like one environment. Okay, now everyone? One environment is okay or not? Okay, okay then. Now see, this one is like one line, two lines, three lines we can. But in my application, there is 100 lines of code I want to write it. Can I write here? Can I write here? Yes, you can write it. That's okay, fine. Now, tomorrow, I want one more 100 lines of code in another, okay, and for another requirement. Then the time you need to close this one and you need to write again in the new command prompt. If I write, if I open the new command prompt, where is my previous code? Where is my previous code? Where is my sum of two numbers code? Available or not available? No, not available. In the command prompt, just you check, okay, only checking purpose. Python installed or not, instantly can check it. If you want to run one program which is not required to save or something, just I want to check the Python output. So that's it. Okay, I don't want to use that code, okay, in another, okay, requirement or whatever it is. Okay, just I have a code snippet, just I want to run and see the output. That's it. Okay, my requirement is completed. In that case, just you can go and do something here and you can see the output. That's it. Understood? When you can go with the command prompt, it is not recommended to go with the command prompt. Okay? Hello, okay. When you can go with the command prompt, one or two lines instantly. If you want to check the output, yes, you can go with the command prompt. No problem at all. Okay, now this is one environment. Shall we go with the next one? Come on. But
Yes, sir.
Yes,
any
sir.
environment you can take it. Any environment. Python software should install first. Python software should install. My after installation only, my command prompt acting like an environment. Python environment, you can run the, you can enter some, okay, statements, you can write it and you can execute it. Python software is mandatory. It is not for command prompt. It is for any environment to run the Python program in your machine. Python software should install first. Okay. Now my requirement is like there has 100 lines of code is there in one file. There has 200 lines of code is there in another file. Like that, I have a requirement. In that case, okay, we have one editor is there. Most of the people are using this editor. That is like a Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is my editor. Visual Studio Code. This is again VS Code. Okay, like this you can search in your internet, Google, and you can download and install it. What is the software name? Visual Studio Code. It's a editor. It's a editor. Okay, now let's go to Google again. Now just type VS Code download. Okay, now the first one is like code.visual studio code, visualstudio.com is there, right? Just you can click on it and you can download and you can install it. Okay, installer, zip, CLI, your wish, you can download and install it. Once it is installed, now my VS Code logo, did you observe? See this? My VS Code logo, did you observe? You can check VS Code is installed or not. Now see this VS Code installed or not? Come on, VS Code installed or not?
Installs.
Okay, installed, right? Now you can open it. Now you can open it. Now I already installed long back. Okay, I used this Visual Studio Code. Okay, work with some different projects so that it is cache the lost project here. Don't think more about this one. Okay, na? Okay then. Now this is my VS Code user interface. It is looks like this. Okay, did you observe how many sections are there? See, there has one left side. After that, in the middle, there has one more section. Okay, after that, in the right side, there has one more section. There has three sections you can categorize. Okay, now the first section there has multiple icons are there. The first icon, okay, can you read the tooltip? What is the tooltip? Explorer. The second one is like search. The third one is like source control to save your code in the GitHub. The fourth one is like you can debug your code. The next one is like extensions. The next one is like okay, AI related tools, some tools I added. That's okay. But these five are like common for any VS code. Got my point? The first one is highlighted, and this is like what? Explorer or not. Okay, Explorer is nothing but file explorer, some location. Okay, where is your project? That project folder location you can add here. Okay, now can we create one simple folder, workspace folder for our batch? Okay, let's go here. Let's go to this. Go to workspace. Go to workspace. In the workspace in the Python, can we create one more folder? Just create one more folder for us. Okay, Python 2409 2024. Okay, this is our workspace folder. Now I want to open this folder from my VS Code editor. So how we can open? Now come here. Now see there has a file is there. Here open folder is there. Simply you can open that particular location. This is not closing. Yeah, you can go to this location and Python and my Python 24.9. Just you can open this one. Everyone knows this, not a big deal. You can easily. Now tell me, in this particular folder, do we have any file? Do we have any file? See, our goal I'm telling, our goal is like run our Python program in different environments. That is our goal. What I'm writing, okay, it is not a matter here. It's not our discussion now. Our thing is like today, I want to run, I want to see some output in different environments. That's it. Okay, one I saw in the command prompt. Another one is like I'm going to show in the VS Code. Okay, now. Okay, okay then. Now I want to create one Python file. Okay, I want to create one file. Okay, like that any number of files you can create. How we can create a file in general? Now see this. Okay, now there has some icons are there. You can use those icons. See, if I put the cursor on the first icon, see if I come out, okay, those icons are not visible. My cursor is like third section. If I hover in the second section, those four icons are visible or not. See this. Okay, first icon, can you read the tooltip? New file. Next, new folder. Next, refresh Explorer. The next one is like collapse folder in Explorer, like this, collapse and expand. Now, first one is like new file, right? Can I click on the file? Okay, what is my program name? Most of the times what you want to do, okay, your name should be reflect that particular functionality. So I want to create one hello world. I want to show the output is like hello world. So can I write the program name is like hello, okay, world or whatever it is. Okay, now extension should be, can anyone guess? Is like a text file, Python file, PDF file, which file this is? Which file? Come on, Python file or not. So that whenever you write a okay Python code inside one file, if you want to write, the file extension should be either py or either Python, either py or either Python. Any one of the extension you can use it. Okay, either py, either Python. Okay, now come here. Now write. Come on. Come on, come here and you can write it some program. What is my program? That's what I told to you. Don't think about this program. N1 value 10, N2 value 20. My sum equals to N1 plus N2, and my sum I want to print it. That's it, my program done. Don't think more what is N1, What is N2? What is sprint? Don't think more about that one. You written some program I want to run in my Visual Studio Code. That is an important thing for us. So how we can run and see the output in the Visual Studio Code? That is the question. So can anyone know how we can? Okay, how we can? Very simple. So my
By
requirement is what? Yeah, good.
by using command prompt.
By using command prompt, we can open the command prompt and run this particular Python file or not. So I want to open the command prompt. You can open the command prompt external. If you want to open the command prompt, if you want to use the command prompt which is given by the Visual Studio Code, that is also one option is there. So can we use the command prompt which is given by the Visual Studio Code only? So after run, there has one more, okay, one more, okay, two more menu items are there. One of the menu item is like what? Terminal. Can I go with the new terminal? Okay, now whenever you click on the new terminal, in my third section, there has one more section horizontally opened or not. See here, there has one more section. Now this is one section and this is one section or not. Yes or no? Now see the sections. First one, you can see the icons. Second one, your file explorer. Third one, if you click on which file, that file content you can see or not. In the third section, you can open what? Your terminal. Terminal means your command prompt also you can open. Not only command prompt, why we are going to call like a terminal means there has multiple features they provided. See, if you want to run the shell script, we have the PowerShell is there. If you want to run some git bash commands, git bash is there. If you want to work with the command prompt is there. So can I click on the command prompt? Yes. Okay, now see, at a time, PowerShell also open, the next command prompt also open. If you don't want, if I hover this, see, there has a trash symbol is there, kill it. Yes, no? All are okay. Now, can I execute this program? How we can execute? Just I am going to write the statement. Don't think more about that one. Each and every internal process, each and every section we are going to discuss later. Py hello world dot py. See my output came on not. Come on. Py hello world dot py. My output came on not. Come on. So my program is working as expected in the Visual Studio Code or not? All agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is one environment or not? Okay, now this is one environment. Shall we go with the next one? Okay. Now, for example, in my machine, I didn't install Python software. I didn't install Visual Studio Code software, but still I want to work with some Python program. I want to run it. Python not installed, and the next one is what? VS Code also not installed. Okay, VS Code is not there. Python also not there. Then still I want to run this program. Then how you know? Don't worry about that one. We have some Python online editors are there. What is that? Python online editor. See, multiple editors are there. Any one of the editor you can choose it. It is not a matter. Any editor you can choose it. Okay. I am going to use like a tutorial point editor, for example. Can I click on the tutorial point editor? Now see this. See this? This is my editor and this is my output area. Now can we run? Can we write our program? What is our program? N1 value 10, N2 value 20. My sum equals to N1 plus N2. My print sum. This is my program. Can I execute it? Are you able to see the output? Yes or no? This one also like a command prompt only. Instantly, if you want to run one program, in my machine Python software not there. In my machine VS Code software is not there. Then that is no problem. You can directly Python also not there. Okay, no problem. Go to our online editors or not. Agreed? On. Here the drawback is what? You can instantly run the program, But in future, if you want that program, then the time once it is closed, automatically it is gone. Yes or no? If your requirement is like still, I want that program and tomorrow I want to continue, that kind of requirement is there, can you go with the VS Code only? Yes or no? On. Is it okay, everyone? Okay, this is one
Yes, sir.
online editor. The next one is like Google people provided like a one notebook to you, Python notebook. You can write the Python code. Notebook means okay, just you can write something. Okay, notebook. If you write something, tomorrow also you can read it or not. In general, in the notebook, if you write something, tomorrow also you can read it or not. So the difference
Yes, sir.
between notebook and this one is what? This one is the editor. If I close, if I open, then the previous thing is gone. But the notebook, still it is maintained the previous stuff or not, whatever you written. Agreed? So that is also my Python not installed, my VS Code also not there. Okay, still I need to run the Python program. Still, I want to maintain the previous code. Okay, I want to use in tomorrow's class. Okay, wherever tomorrow's practice session, wherever, whenever you want. So in that case, don't go with the editor, don't go with the command prompt. In the online only, Google people provided you, okay, online notebook to you, Python notebook. So can you log in, okay, collab dot, okay, research.google.com. Just you can log in with your Google account, Gmail account. That's it. You can log in with your Google, okay, Gmail account. Okay, once you log in, welcome to Collab. This is your user interface. Okay, na? Come on. This is your user interface. Now, can you create a notebook for you? Can you create a notebook for you? Open a notebook. Already existing notebooks, these all are. Okay, if you want to open the existing notebook, you can open it. But my requirement is what? I want to create a new notebook or not. Okay, you know the notebook. Yesterday, whatever you written, today I can see it or not. Yes or no? Yesterday, whatever I written, today I can see it. Same functionality here also. Now see this. You can give the name for this notebook. You can give the name for this notebook. Okay, Python 2409/2024. This is my notebook name. Now, can you write the code here? Tell me, what is the code? Code is common. N1 value is like 10, N2 value is like 20. My sum equals to N1 plus N2, and I want to print the sum. I want to see the output. So how we can see the output? Now see, there has a play button is there. Can we run that one? Now, okay, it is going to execute that particular code snippet, whatever you written, and you can see the output. This is what? This is like a notebook provided by the Google Colab. Understood, everyone? Are you able to see the output? Yes or no? Now I closed. Now I closed this one. Now again I open the Colab. Now that notebook is available or not available? Colab, Google Colab, right? Colab. Now click on it. Now click on it. Now you can close this one, no problem at all. Now go to the file and open the notebook. Our notebook is what? Come on, our notebook is what? Python. This is our notebook or not? Now if I open this notebook, obviously whatever you written the code, that should be there. Now see, the program is there or not there? Understood, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. This notebook given by whom? Google people. Okay, now my Python software also, okay, they also provided you the same kind of service. Okay, this is like a Google Colab notebook, that is Python notebook, pip. Okay, that is called as a Jupyter notebook also we can say. So now you can close this one. Now you can close this one. You can create the same notebook also given by some other person. That is like a Jupyter notebook we can say. The Jupyter notebook also look and feel wise, it's like a same one. It's like same only. We'll show you in next session. Same like that. There has IDEs also there. VS Code is the editor. There is a IDE is also there. Python like that. Okay, those also we can use it in future. Understood? So your goal is like first you can install the Python software in your machine and VS Code you can install it and try to run one simple program in your Google Colab, in your command prompt, in your online editor, in your VS Code also. Try to run this one. Okay? Any questions, anyone so far? Anyone have any questions?
So how to execute the code in VS Code, sir?
You want to execute the code in VS Code? No, see this. This is the one Python program. Just
Yes, sir.
py. Your Python program name is what? Hello world.py. That's it. Now, if I click on enter, you can see the output. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Just make it work in the environment. What is this py? What is this hello world? Internally, what happened? Internally, there are so many things are happened. Those things we'll see later. Our goal is like set up the environment. That is our session goal. Okay. Okay, then we'll continue other things in the next session. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Thank you, sir.